toe. Hot topic dropping knowledge straight from Chicago. And it's our point of view, so tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing, ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen, because we spittin' and sippin'. The Stezo Radio Show, 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 the Stezo
Radio Show. Alright, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Stezo Radio. We coming to y'all after the fact, and we're going to talk about Kobe Bryant. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about the tragedy, helicopter crash. Him, his daughter, and 7 other people, including the pilot, all died. So let's get to these intros. Go.
The end at the table.
Such a curve.
Yup.
First off, anybody here a diehard Kobe fan?
No, never.
I was an Iverson fan. I liked Kobe. I really liked him.
I backed out of basketball a while back. I ain't really been a big basketball fan. I grew up with Kobe though.
I did. That's how I
I wouldn't say I was a die-hard fan, but like I was saying earlier, I didn't realize he was my second favorite player, but I didn't realize that shit. Until just now, I'm like, damn. As I started, I was like, I guess he was my second favorite.
We the same age.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel.
That's where it really came out. Because when I was coming out of high school trying to figure out what the hell I was going to do in my life, this punk side of the goddamn thing.
That's what he said earlier.
I was saying the same thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was hard not to know who dude was. You know what I'm saying?
His birthday August, my birthday August. I'm like, every year I got to see what you doing. I'm like, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Then my older brother came to stay with us, right? And this punk wake up every morning at Sports Center, bro. It was Kobe and KG every morning. KG was dunking on somebody, bro. It was him and Kobe was the life of basketball. It was bringing this shit back, you know what I'm saying? I had kind of gave up after Mike retired the first time.
So were you a Mike fan? Because I was telling D,
definitely a lot
fan, I feel it's a lot more people of our age that are Kobe fans over Mike.
You know what? I came up in a time when Chicago had every type of fucking all-star player on every fucking level of sport. You know what I'm saying? Like we had...
Even the White Sox?
Yeah, we had... Bo Jackson was on the White Sox back then. Frank Thomason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
I saw Frank at the airport too.
Right, who was that was on the Blackhawks? That's like when the Blackhawks really became... Man, we had, you know what I'm saying? Like it was cracking back then, bro, like on every level. So like every sport in Chicago had a strong all-star, you know what I mean? And Jordan was just like the man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was hard to deny dude, really hard.
I just looked at Kobe because like you said, same age, you know what I'm saying?
But see, I knew Hoop was in that story. Like, he just seemed like the one that made it. You know what I'm saying? I knew niggas that was, at that time, as Kobe was 18, 19 years old, I knew niggas that could dunk his ass into a fucking oblivion. You understand what I'm saying? So it wasn't his skill that impressed me, it was more the fact that he made it. He showed me that hard work and determination paid off. Back then, you was remembering sports players was getting pushed through school, other motherfuckers was doing their homework and all that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Ronnie Fields and Kevin Garnett was on the right.
So none of that shit was really relevant. Like, oh, nigga, you just making money now. You know what I'm saying? It was just another nigga to damn that like compare yourself to and be mad that you wasn't that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe was the man though, bro. Like,
that's the thing. When he came out, he wasn't. And the reason, I think he had more doubters than fans at the time because Kevin Garnett had came out of high school. He was like, all right, cool.
One of the only players before him was Sean Kemp.
Right, and then what ended up happening...
Kemp didn't come out of high school.
Kemp came straight out of high school.
No, he did 2 years in the
community college.
D2.
Oh, was it? It was it?
Yeah.
Sean, it was Vince Carter?
It's been quite a few players to make the move, like straight from high school to...
Between the two of them?
But what ended up happening...
Them 2 years. Yeah, there's a lot of them didn't make it.
What ended up happening, KG came out of high school, and then remember Ronnie Fields was gonna come out right behind him, but he got in an accident. And then it became a trend where a lot of people was frowning because they like, all these high schoolers trying to come out. So they were against Kobe. Because remember, they kept talking about, see, he coming in shooting air balls. He shooting 4 or 5 air balls.
Right.
So they were really against it.
Then they say he wasn't listening.
Right.
They claimed he wasn't coachable.
Right. And then
he got 20 years of longevity.
Right.
That's crazy. You don't know too many players being in the league like that. On one team.
Then that fucking fro came from out of nowhere.
Yeah. And
it was like, hey. But
when he stopped being a pretty boy and started being a basketball player, I think that's when Kobe became who we talking about right now.
Right. So I remember the motherfucker was dunking in high school and then throw up the Q sign. I'm like, but he ain't in college yet. How you throwing up the Q?
Right.
You know, but it was the arrogance in it. Right. And a lot of people
that nigga
like
took
that
Brandy to prom. That really pissed me off.
What was crazy? What was crazy about that? Cause like
they took a helicopter.
This motherfucker had this dude was on some show and they showed a picture with him and Brandy going to prom. She was like, so you just asked Moesha to prom? He was like, hey, I needed a date. He was like, hey, I just needed a date. So I just asked him. And the lady, I can't think, I don't know, Kelly Clarkson, I don't know who the fuck it was. I don't know why that name popped in my head, but she kind of was asking, y'all, get down. He danced around that shit. He was just like, hey, I was looking for a date. And,
I can't see
she was available.
Brady not giving Kobe some action. They was together though for a minute, wasn't they, after that?
I don't know if they ever. I just always seen them.
It was just like,
I just always just seen them with the prom.
It was just that.
Yeah, I just seen them with the prom. Never seen them with right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember that Kobe was like Kobe wasn't just Kobe, like, you know what I'm saying? He came from an NBA player, you know what I'm saying? He the son of an NBA player, you know what I'm saying? So his connections and that type of lifestyle was already there.
It wasn't new to him, right?
But man, for me, like, alright, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pretty much around the same age range. Me, you know what I'm saying, being 30, you know what I'm saying, 33, I was in a generation where, like, I grew up and I seen Jordan, you know what I'm saying? I got to see Jordan play. You know what I'm saying? But I got to experience Kobe's impact as a young person, like a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I can remember playing with Kobe on Live 97, Live 88. You know what I'm saying? I can remember playing with Kobe. I can remember playing with Kobe on 2K. Now 2K7,
right.
NBA 2K. That was on the Dreamcast. You know what I'm saying? It was a different time for me because, like bro said, he didn't play sports. I was the athlete. You know what I'm saying? And dude, like that's where I was. And that was when I was in my like, I'm gonna be in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing ball. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at people like Kobe, Shaq, KG. You know what I'm saying? Tim Duncan, Iverson, T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? T-Mac was my favorite dude. You know what I'm saying? That was one of Kobe's nemesis. You know what I'm saying? That was my favorite player. Name was T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? But Kobe had that type of Kobe had that type of effect on everything he was included in. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was him being able to take Brandy to the prom, or him being the, you know what I'm saying, going from like the 150th ranked high school player his junior year to #1 ranked in his senior year. You know what I'm saying? Being able to have this unbelievable circumstance where he can get drafted by the Charlotte Hornets and end up getting traded to the Lakers on draft night. Just imagine how the league would have been different if he didn't go to LA. It would have been stuck in small market Charlotte and put 20 years in small market Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to the big bright lights of LA. Where he just turned into a supernova.
Yeah, he was most definitely if Jordan carried the torch, he definitely took that motherfucker from him and ran. What was given to him, however you want to say it. He was the man, because you have to look at it like this. Even when he had been in the league for 13, 14 years, and then LeBron came in, it was still Clayton's league. Because you look at it like, even when he wasn't the best player in the league, it was still Kobe's league.
Right.
Hey, I sounded kind of mad at the beginning, but that's what made me remember dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this nigga's really, you know what I'm saying? But to watch his career You see his ups, his downs, the fighting shit he had with the other players. That shit, the beef with Shaq, the makeup with Shaq, you know what I'm saying? Just his life in general, the rape charges, all that shit. Like, I ain't trying to belittle the rape charges. I know I see what that shit is some people, but all of that shit, and to retire at 38 years old, bro, and to get to live in your life, and then this shit get wrapped up like this, man, that shit really, it makes you check your mentality.
I think this was one of them moments where you're gonna be like, where were you?
Oh yeah,
you heard
this like 9/11 and Michael Jackson, bro.
Yeah, I said it the other day. I was talking about it. I said,
I think
this is arguably the most impactful celebrity death in like American history.
It probably
since Michael Jackson.
No.
Well, no,
because I think Dr. King, you know the old timers would say. King,
well,
at the time to take somebody out of the movement like that, I guess that would have been very impactful.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, and this ain't to like not anything that he did, but I'm talking about timing, environment, society, where we at. It
so
was
social media made the word spread faster.
It was people who was happy Martin Luther King was dead.
See,
nobody happy to see Kobe go.
And in that case, I'm looking at it from a tragic type of thing.
Yeah,
like King is tragic, but you knew that could happen any day. You know, I wasn't there.
You knew what he was up against. He knew what he was up against.
You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't even the first.
Maybe Michael Jackson, because you was like, damn,
it was sudden.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, it was sudden.
You know what I'm saying? You was like, where that? So maybe Michael Jackson.
For some of y'all.
You know,
I had spoke on it. I felt bad.
Right, but you know, if like, you know, knock on wood. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Michael Jordan gets sick and he's in a hospital and he passes or whatnot.
Yeah, this was real.
You would be like, man, you know, I didn't know it was that sick, but you see it coming. You can say Aaliyah.
Yeah, like you said, the timing.
Right. Say Aaliyah.
The suddenness of it all.
Right. You can say Aaliyah.
You can say Aaliyah maybe. But she was still
up and coming
in the development of her legend.
Yeah, she was still on the up and coming.
She was still molding her legend.
I be wondering if she would be as popular or as famous now if she was still alive. You know
I say it all the time. The pecking order would have went down. If Aaliyah was still alive, the pecking order would have went down.
You know who this could have been close to? Of course, I wasn't old enough. It could be Marvin Gaye.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Thought about that.
Could be Marvin.
Marvin Gaye
there was no signs of
it. Worldwide superstar, global superstar,
coming into his own.
He got killed. You know,
his father.
I think it was an April Fool on April 1st. It was like April Fool's because people thought it was April Fool's. So that made it, but you have to ask someone who was probably
who was around
older at the time.
Yeah.
I
think this hit hard too for a lot of deaths because of the way it went down. Like people trying to boycott, like shut TMZ down right now because they announced this shit beforehand. Before his wife moved.
Yeah, I feel some kind of way about that.
The media has a right to release the news as soon as possible. Any new news is a race. So fucking race.
Yeah, I disagree.
Like if we found out that Michael Jordan died before anybody else, you best believe you better run to this basement, goddamn it, and announce that shit to be the first, because that's how media works.
But you're being the first because you're trying to get the money off of that.
Exactly, but that's how media works. That's their job to announce the news.
But that's why I don't like it.
But you know something?
I mean,
if we didn't really, because they do it all the time.
Yeah.
If we weren't, because we seen so vested in Kobe, we kind of like that's kind of foul.
I know a lot of people
do it all the time.
I'm not saying they don't do it all the time, but I'm just saying the way they did it, because they released it without giving all details. You know what I'm saying? They didn't release it saying it was.
When I first heard it,
all they said was Kobe Bryant died.
When I first heard it was 5 people in a helicopter, and one of the people was Kobe Bryant, it immediately jumped to it was all 4 of his daughters. Like that shit just turned into a whole big ass.
Well,
they didn't release it with enough detail for me. They just wanted to be safe first.
That shit.
It's all about, you know, in the media. It's all about who says it first. As long as it's reality, like they didn't have everything, but they knew he was on the plane. I mean, you know, so that was enough. That's
enough to even just start the
story.
You know
now,
what I'm saying?
From what I seen, from what I read or whatnot, because somebody had sent it to me and it was from TMZ or whatnot. From listening to LA News, it went down right before, like a little bit before, if I'm not mistaken, 10.
I thought it was around 10:20.
Okay, no, it was a little bit before 10.
11
It was
o'clock
early in the
daytime.
day because it was daylight still.
So it was a little bit before 10.
I think it was a little bit before 11 o'clock daytime.
Okay, so it's 11. Okay, a little bit before. I think
11
it was
in
11.
that morning?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
later than that. Well, I guess on our end it would have been like 3 o'clock or some shit like that, right?
TMZ
Yeah, it was because it
released
was
it.
like noon.
Right.
TMZ released that at 12:05, and it had to be LA time because they're based in LA. So I'm
would've hit it
thinking
first.
it
They
was
would've
an
got to it
hour and probably some change before they released it.
I'm not saying that,
No.
the timing. I'm just saying all they did was say Kobe Bryant died. They didn't have the full story.
They said in the
Did it
helicopter
matter
crash,
though?
it doesn't matter.
Did it matter though?
It
I
don't
mean,
matter.
yeah, you on hindsight looking at it now, yeah.
No, it's kind of
Because you
like
had too many mixed
no,
reports.
it's kind of like breaking news. Like the news do it all the time. ABC News, breaking news, blah blah blah. We'll come back to you with more details. But as long as they got that big story, that's what they go
That's
for.
what TMZ didn't do. They didn't say we will update you with more details.
Oh, that's media. I mean, that's social media. They'll get you back to it when they hear.
But that's what I'm saying about the person involved, and that's not to that's not to limit the 8 other people involved. You know what I'm saying? It's the person involved. You know what I'm saying? We talking about somebody who, you know what I'm saying? Who I seen Skip Bayless, man. Skip Bayless put it perfectly. Like if somebody would gave you a list of 10,000 names that morning of people who was gonna die, who could die that day, Kobe wouldn't have been on top of that list.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Kobe wouldn't have been on that list. You know what I'm saying?
Because of what we knew about Kobe, it wasn't nothing high risk.
Yeah.
Well,
He had no drug history. He had no alcohol history.
No, you know what else I think plays a part of it, and one of my buddies told me, and it makes sense. NBA is the only sport where their legends live to be legends. Not too many NBA players die at an early age.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Like when they
especially after retirement.
When they do tributes for them, they all like them 50, the greatest
50 greatest,
players.
yeah.
The
Always
only
did it.
motherfuckers that wasn't around was motherfuckers they picked in the 50s.
They always did it. Just stand up and put that one hand.
Right,
because
they all.
old as hell.
Bill Russell.
like
Bill
you
Russell
still
got to
see
be
Bill
210.
Russell.
He
Yeah.
got to be 210. That nigga done died and came back for real.
Yeah.
He got to be able to do more. But he said that, I was like, damn. So that hit it as well because their legends never die.
Also, it's a sport unlike any other, really. Like if you look at baseball, everybody kind of look the same, even though they got their own little uniform, of course, whatever. Everybody's uniform pretty much looks the same. If you look at football, it's a bunch of numbers and helmets.
Yeah.
Basketball,
You don't get a face in football.
Basketball is really the only sport where you really just get to see their face, you get to see their tattoos, you get to see all of their expression, you get to see every emotion, you get to see.
It's more intimate.
It's way more intimate.
You get to see their technique.
It's not 22 people on the field. It's 10 men.
Yeah, period.
You
On
see
the court.
everybody's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said, we saw Kobe take Moesha to prom.
We seen that young dude walk up on the draft stage, and we seen the dude drop the mic at the end of his game and say "Mamba out."
Yeah.
We seen everything in between.
Yeah.
Everything, every minute, every second, every change, every adjustment, every haircut he went through from the fro to the line and it's going. You know what I'm saying? To the bald head. You know what I mean? To
him getting married, to his kids,
to him,
all that.
to him, right? All of this, man.
I'm going through the rape charge. Like you was honestly screaming at the TV, like, man, Kobe didn't do that shit.
Yeah. I was telling DN.
It just didn't feel like a Kobe kind of thing.
I
You know what I'm
said
saying?
we kind of dropped the ball on that. Like we didn't really push the fact that he didn't rape that girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we kind of
He
joked
should
about
have
it.
been commended about that shit. He
you
should
know what
have
I'm
had
saying?
him pat on the back every day for that shit.
Accuse him of cheating on his wife, yes.
Yeah.
But raping her, we kind of just let that shit kind of slide. Like, you know.
I used it in Kobe versus Mike debates. I said, "Will you tell me who could go to have a court date early about a rape case, then come back and give a nigga 60?" He did shit in the playoffs. Can you do that with that shit on your mind? The nigga came in, we got there out for the game, came and gave nigga 60.
But now after this tragedy, you see motherfuckers come out the woodworks bringing that bullshit up.
That's because it's time to cap too, and that's the unfortunate part.
that's all that shit, all that talking to motherfuckers. You know how they do.
Yeah,
But you know what, though?
I don't like that shit.
But you know what though? There's a different type of culture now. And we can't speak up on that, and that's a whole different type of discussion, because we can't really defend nobody who gets themselves out of some shit, or is acquitted, or didn't do nothing wrong, or wasn't there at the right place.
It can't be. You can't even be proven innocent.
And you know something?
Right.
I remember. I can't think who said it. It was a female said it, and she said it about, or was it Russell? Somebody said it, and he was talking about Mike Tyson. It was like, regardless if he did it or not, once it's in there, his name will always be
always gonna be attached
that.
to it.
Even though he got off, so what?
It
was a link to it.
Yeah, but I just really feel like as a culture, if you get behind them and just tell everybody who said it, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're
know what I'm saying?
Bad guy.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. He's not a rapist.
It's funny though, cause his personal life explained it. Cause after that, it seemed like, and we wasn't there, but like I said, we didn't watch Kobe evolve.
Yeah.
It just seemed like, man, his family life started changing. He started, you know what I'm saying, his kids started, you know what I'm saying, he started having kids and all that. I mean, he showed the world like, man, this is what I'm about. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this though, Yellow. Do you think he started changing or he started letting us into his world?
That too.
Because it seemed like after that he started being more personal.
Because if anybody, you got a phone, tablet, or whatever, you know you've been seeing hella Kobe tribute videos and everybody talking about him, man. And the one thing, it's one common thread of every remembrance, every man, my Kobe story from any player that played with him, it's one story, and that dude was a competitor. He competed. He was a dog. You know what I'm saying? He would seclude himself in the gym and just for hours and just ball, get his game together, just do what he do. So for him to let the world in and for you to start seeing more of what Kobe was doing, yeah, dude, that's like, we know more about Kobe than we know about Jordan.
That's facts. I ain't think about that. That's facts.
This nigga got a whole movie. You know what I'm saying? And a book.
That's facts.
We know
and we still know more about Kobe than Jordan.
We know more about Kobe Bryant, the man, than we knew about Michael Jordan, the man. All we know is he gambled like white women. That's all we know about Michael.
But
he got his daddy killed. That's what niggas be talking about.
Yeah, we know more about him. Jordan was.
You like your conspiracy theories and I like mine.
Oh no, that shit true. Fuck that. But however, yeah. So yeah, you're right. I think we know more about.
Yeah, we
Kobe.
do. But I think it's because at our age we watch Kobe grow up.
I think it's two things. I think one, the access due to social media, because he was on a lot of shows that if we didn't have social media, we probably wouldn't even known he was on those shows.
That's true.
And also he to me, I think once he retired, he became very sociable.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan always
let the wall down.
Jordan just always been that. Look, this is all you need to know about me. Yeah, you don't want neither. You don't need to know shit else about me.
Yeah.
You know. So and also, like you said, he got caught cheating. I don't care what nobody say. The most faithful motherfucker in the world is a celebrity who got caught cheating because he can't do it again. Celebrities the same celebrity can't get caught cheating twice.
Yeah, it's Tristan Thompson.
You know what I mean?
But he ain't a celebrity. He's just a basketball player.
You know.
like
you dating a Kardashian. You
got
a Kardashian pregnant.
Like Kevin Hart can never cheat on his wife ever again. He has to leave her.
Yeah, his career is over.
Like you can't do it.
And she Asian?
Right, you can't do it. So you have to get her.
Is she Asian? Yeah, she Asian the motherfucker.
I thought she just.
Oh no, I take that back. That's Dave Chappelle's wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a celebrity cannot get caught cheating twice.
The culture just ain't gonna let him do it to her. Like
yeah, he have to say fuck it.
Black folks, you just sue them, girl. Them black women, boy, that be.
Now nigga like me, now nigga like me, I could keep doing it, but I'm broke.
That's because she got. If you broke, she's sticking around for something.
No. Right. The camera's not gonna be on me. That's my point.
Yeah, TMZ ain't following DN.
Right.
Not just
like Kevin Hart cannot be like, hey. This nigga got caught cheating again. He can't put himself in that situation.
Man,
they don't know.
TMZ now. That sounds like a new job for us.
Y'all just imagine that shit you turn on the TV and boom, boom, boom. We got DN coming out of this.
I made it. They ain't even notified me first, bastards. They didn't even tell me it was coming out.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
Ford Bronco?
Right, there we go.
let me ask y'all a question. A serious question. I'm not being Stezo petty. Do you think the movement to make the logo Kobe Bryant is a legit movement or a knee-jerk reaction because of his past?
Knee-jerk reaction.
I don't think he should be the logo.
It could be considered down the line. It could be considered down the line.
I like it.
I mean,
because the NBA as a league definitely has to do something to change. Like they gonna take that. If that's what they want to do. To
you know what they should do? No.
Run that.
If anything, I don't know what you would do. I name a trophy after him. What trophy? I don't know.
The Brian Award.
Yeah, like
it's not a bad idea.
I would do that. Like they did for Bill Russell. The MVP of the finals is the Bill Russell
Award. Yeah.
I don't know what you call what else you can use him. Maybe the All Star. Maybe the All Star thing. Maybe the All Star thing can be
MVP.
The MVP can be the Kobe Bryant.
He won a big chunk of
But as far as the logo,
and they do that
if it ain't Jordan, man, I don't know how you change it to nobody.
I disagree. I disagree.
But do you do it?
I disagree.
Hey,
we about to have All-Star Weekend in Chicago.
Actually, you know something? That tickets may be worth it now.
I'm about to start selling water for $5.
Yeah, them tickets may be worth it now. Yeah, because that shit gonna be dope.
I disagree.
Cooler.
I disagree. Here's my argument.
Disagree with what?
I disagree that
the logo
with him not being the logo.
With Kobe not being.
I disagree with. Let me get my hands up. He should be the logo. Not right now.
Not right now.
Eventually, you think it should be a vote?
Eventually. Here's why. First of all, and then this ain't. You know what I'm saying? Jerry West was probably one of the greatest players in the NBA.
Okay.
It's an iconic pose. It's an iconic look. It is outdated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like all logos. Most of the logos in the NBA done changed.
And NFL has changed theirs a couple of times.
Pepsi, Coke.
Yeah.
Here's why I say Kobe. The Jordan brand logo is never going to be used as the NBA logo.
No.
That's too taxed to Nike.
Man, do you understand how much money that they'll have to
that's
hit
a
that dude?
$1 trillion purchase.
Yeah, it's too taxed to Nike. It's too taxed to
him personally.
Man.
Yeah.
The
Like,
money
for
that's
real,
got to come off that shit.
Ain't no way they're going to make
I
that
was
happen.
just looking at some mics yesterday.
Kobe Bryant is possibly the second most influential player on the NBA as a whole. Kobe was the first player to go to China.
He got a lifelong career in the NBA. That means something.
Yeah,
That alone means something.
Kobe made his life off the NBA.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he was the first player to go to China. And this is before the NBA fucked that up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they did whatever they did, or China did whatever they did. And dude, do you realize the revenue that they generated just from that relationship? You know what I'm saying? Bringing Yao Ming over and all of that other shit, and him participating in that. And then you got, by the time you got looked around, you got people like Steph Curry and them going over there, and Klay Thompson going over there and interacting with them. Dude, like Kobe didn't go to college. Not one day on the college campus. Knew like 4 different languages. Probably the most cultured player ever to come through the NBA.
But now you got those coming at him for that rape charge, calling him the fucking rapist. I think that's why I said if we would have protected him and bigged him up, that strike wouldn't have been on his head.
That's a true statement. That's a true statement.
Yeah, that strike wouldn't have been on his head because he didn't rape her.
That's a true statement. But to
She
go
said,
back,
she said it.
But to go back to what you said,
we can't pound ignorant people face into the pavement.
But they be the main ones out there protesting. You get what I'm saying? If they change that logo, the NBA gotta look at it like all them fucking Walt Disney daughters. But this gonna be out there saying y'all making this rapist the logo. You see what I'm saying? That's bullshit.
But this is why, honestly, I'm okay with you keeping it Jerry West. The reason being is because it looks like just the average basketball player.
It's average white basketball player.
No, it's just an average basketball player.
Like average white basketball player.
Because if you do, let's just say a Jordan jumper or a Kobe jumper, you like, that's him. And because at the end of the day, it's millions, there's hundreds of people in this league. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying make it look like an average player in the league. Mm-hmm. And that Jerry West, like if nobody told you that was Jerry West, you'd just be like, that's just a dude dribbling the ball.
I just learned that
keep it corny, basically.
No, just make it like
that. I don't mean corny in a bad way, but corny in a because Kobe Bryant is an icon.
Right, that's what they're trying to. And you're gonna make it a signature move.
Yeah, and everybody's not an icon.
It's not. It's not
a Kobe.
Everybody's not a Kobe. That's why I would say probably name a trophy or award after him.
You know but like you just said, I just found that dude named 5 minutes ago.
Cool.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I knew it was somebody, I just didn't know his name.
Just even basketball fans.
Just they call him the logo. And it's even people even argue that. Say they ain't even Jerry West. Some people argue that.
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the dude dribbling the ball.
Man.
And that just represents anybody.
What y'all think about these conspiracy theorists on this Kobe Bryant death? Now y'all know I love conspiracy theories.
Talking about the helicopter getting hit with an EMP.
I didn't heard everything.
You know what EMP is?
No, I know what it is, but I'm saying what?
Yeah, it's California, nigga. Everything's there in California.
I've heard
them
the
shit's
fucking
real.
Propeller was fucking.
Saying that's what happened.
Yeah,
that's what they said.
They said
conspiracy theorists are saying that the helicopter was shot down, bro. EMP.
Yeah.
And they wanted Kobe Bryant dead because
It might
of
not
Big
have been
Pharma.
Kobe Bryant. It was other motherfuckers on that plane. I mean, on that helicopter.
I'm
Other
just telling
people
you
on that
what
helicopter.
that we're not talking about.
We really ain't.
I'm just telling you what I got hit
important
with.
enough what it is.
Yeah, to take down Kobe.
Some could have
But the
been going on.
government of Cali. I'm not even saying the government of the United States. The government of Cali to take the.
Now, we ain't talking about the government. We talking about the Illuminati or some shit.
Right, they be the Illuminati into. They saying Big Pharma.
So back to the
lawsuit
logo.
of Big Pharma. No, I'm serious.
No, I'm not saying
because I really
individually.
want to know. Like, and y'all know I love conspiracy theories, but this shit is getting out of control with this one.
I'm gonna say this, man.
They called it a blood sacrifice. Because LeBron James passed him in the scoring.
This is not
the scoring record. It's
Jordan
like,
not the time.
no, LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron passed Kobe.
Yeah, they said it was a blood sacrifice for that.
This
That's like,
Something to read. Something to read.
man.
This ain't the one, bro.
I don't think it is neither. I think it's a tragic accident.
Yeah, yeah, that's all it is.
And I for one,
The visuals of the shit made sense, man. It was a foggy ass day in the mountainous terrain. You know what I'm saying?
this
like,
is Stezo
come
talking.
on.
I would love it for once that a black celebrity can die and just die. I'm not saying the rest of them have to
I
foul
also
play.
can say, like we was talking about this logo thing on that same thought, it is our league, bro. It is time for us to represent this league. Like, to have a black man, even Kobe.
But you need more ownership in my mind.
It happened, though. One little thing at a time, though. A little bit at a time. And I think
but you
that
ain't
would
got-
change the face of it right there.
If you have more ownership, yeah.
I mean, but
You got playership, you got viewership, but you ain't got
You
ownership.
got people with good people with that same focus with their foot in the door already.
Yeah, but it's a foot.
It's enough.
It's a foot in their door. They're the ones on the other side of the door allowing just a foot.
I don't know. I don't know who they are, but I know who these people I'm talking about are.
Now, if you want to do that, I would say change the logo to look like somebody trying to cross someone over. But I guess somebody gonna say that's Irish.
Yeah.
Ivo.
Yeah.
You know what
Give
I'm
it
saying?
directly to Kobe, call it Kobe.
But then it gives you
straight like that.
but then it gives you the black man crossing somebody over because that's normally brothers that be out there crossing people over. So they go your black part. Yeah. But it still looks like an average NBA player because you have to make it whether it's foreign or whatever. To
what
me,
they gonna do? The Kobe symbol with his two legs in the air?
Well, they had about five
I
suggestions.
would pick his two dunks by Kobe. I would pick.
Yeah, the dunk. They had the
It's
jumper.
the one we had. No, the one we used in
Tomahawk.
the dunk contest. And he did the between the legs.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
but others did it.
Yeah, but how you gonna do that in the logo though?
Kobe made that shit popular.
That ain't no silhouette.
Nah, Kobe didn't make that
Nah, he
popular.
didn't.
J.R. Ryder made that popular.
He did it.
No, J.R. Ryder.
Kobe started doing that.
No,
shit.
J.R. Ryder
Nah.
made that popular though.
Actually, to be perfectly honest, Vince Carter did it better than all of them.
I mean, true. But J.R. Ryder was
But
the
J.R.
first one
Ryder
we seen
was
on the
the
big
first
stage.
But
He
if
did it
not
in
that
college,
one-
and then he did it in pro.
If not that one, he got one where he did like a he stole the ball off like a fast break.
He wrapped it around his back.
And yeah, he wrapped it around his back and he like dunked it kind of reverse. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like a
hear you.
reverse dunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just don't think they're gonna change that logo.
No, actually, I don't think I wouldn't. Unless you're gonna make it into an average. To me, just an average player. Make it look like just an average hooper. What y'all think about retiring his jersey every team. I'm sorry, every team.
I agree with that.
Would you do it
him
if
and
you was the
Jordan
owner?
jersey? If I was the owner, yes.
You would do it.
Yes.
I don't know if
Because you really ain't got no legitimate reason not to.
No. I wouldn't knock an owner. If we were four owners right here, I probably wouldn't do it. But I would knock someone. I can understand someone, but I wouldn't. I don't know if I'll go that far.
It's not the first
What
time.
if it was a league mandate? What if the league vote this shit? Say, man,
I mean, if
everybody retire
that's
now.
because
You
again,
have
I'm
to,
not.
so it's not-
But that's the thing. But that's the thing.
gonna
I'm not
happen.
against it. Like if you all did it, I wouldn't be like, man, how the fuck y'all doing that? I would get it. I don't think I'll do it though.
See, the reason why I would is because there was a time in NBA history where Kobe carried the league.
But
So it's kind of like, they all benefited.
But at that point in time, if you doing that, Mike carried the league. Hell, Magic and Bird carried the league at some time. So you be
I mean, yeah,
Mike got his number retired.
Yeah, Mike's number is retired.
Miami, right?
But
Just
Miami, I think it's Sacramento too.
Oh, did Sacramento do it? But to make it because
and then Mike is alive. Because let's be real. When you die, things change.
Because then what
that's
about
way B Jordan right there?
So at that point in time,
being a legend.
If your player, I don't know. It's just to me, your team should. Cuban Love, Dirk Nowitzki. Nobody should ever wear 41.
Not for Dallas,
right?
I mean, not for the league.
What I'm saying? So,
okay. Look at it like this. Look at it like this. When Jackie Robinson died, that's when they decided to retire his number throughout the league.
That's different.
No, but I'm just saying. But he broke the color barrier,
right?
And nobody thought about it. 10 years after, nobody thought about it. 20 years, nobody thought. But when he died, they did it. So what I'm saying is, I think it's one of those things. But when you die, it's a way to, represent and pay homage.
I mean, I totally agree.
Because I think if Kobe was alive, they wouldn't think about retiring his number.
Jordan, they're gonna retire Jordan. No question.
And that's the thing.
It's gonna happen. That's a must.
They shut down the league when he died.
Yeah.
They shut down the league. It ain't nothing to retire his number.
No, they ain't. No, they didn't shut it down.
They canceled the game.
No, they just canceled LA game.
Yeah, they didn't cancel.
Teams played.
They canceled games.
Teams played.
They played that Sunday.
Other teams played.
That day they canceled. They canceled.
Houston played, man.
They canceled games after that.
No,
they only canceled the LA game.
Right, the only game that was canceled, and I think they played
scheduled after that.
No, it wasn't.
I'm telling you, it was game scheduled.
Well, they played them games, so they didn't cancel the league.
I'm gonna tell you like this. My boy hit me up. He said, because I was like, man, they need to cancel these games on Sunday. He said, Stezo, bro, they not canceling the Pelicans game because of Zion. Right. He said it's too much money in it. He said the NBA is about money.
And I don't think they
can love Kobe to death, but they not canceling that game.
I don't think they should have canceled it.
They canceled some of the later games.
No, they just canceled the LA game.
Well, I know Houston played.
Clippers and Lakers.
I know Houston played.
Yeah. And then Zion came on at 6.
But they did. But of course, I believe they did give them the option of players saying they didn't want to play.
Yeah.
Because you had a bunch of people saying Kobe would have wanted us to play. And,
Yeah, mama mentality. Let's be real.
On the other end of it, a lot of people keep bringing up his daughter. And as a parent, everybody got fears and shit. But I imagine this man, and I've heard other people say this, but it came to me, and I never really thought. I thought everybody thought like this until I heard other people not really realize it. That man had to hold his daughter and tell her everything was gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Knowing goddamn well it was over.
Yeah. Or the fact that he didn't know for sure everything was gonna be okay.
No, he knew it. That man had rode on too many helicopters. He done this shit too many times. I'm pretty sure he done almost fell out the scaffold. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But the loss of the daughter kind of hit real hard because
as a father, right?
Yeah, and then for a fact that man ain't completely been there all the time through her life. You know what I'm saying? And for people to say that, man, he retired and started to turn into one of the most awesome fathers, like they seen that's his focus now. He's focusing on his daughter. So now you tell that this man had like a new lease on life.
Because he had more time to be with them
exactly, too. But that's at 38, bro. Like this man had won. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. And then his child, like they telling stories about how everybody like, man, y'all gotta have a boy, and his daughter like looking at y'all, like looking at that motherfuckers like,
I got this.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the one that got me.
And then performed. You know what I'm saying? Like I done looked at, I done been showing him and her videos and shit. I ain't really pay attention to her career like that. I ain't know nothing about her. But that shit is definitely a loss.
And then that was the other conspiracy theory I got hit with, that he was trying to big up women's athletics, especially WNBA, to get them more money. And
I noticed that a lot of his photos, like they showed him and his daughter at games together. They didn't say what game it was, but he had on WNBA gear. You know what I'm saying? A few different sweatshirts, a hat. You know what I'm saying? Always on that.
Now that made sense, but I didn't know he was a big advocate of the W. But seeing that his daughter's play, I guess he would have been. But I
don't think he was an advocate to the point where they're gonna kill him though. So it's like crush that conspiracy. That's what I'm saying. Like bring me a real conspiracy, and I give it time to really research. But
bring me some gambling or some shit like that.
Yeah, I haven't heard none.
I understand that.
But it's crazy. We going on almost a week now. You know what I'm saying? And it's still. It don't sit right when you.
It don't seem real, do it?
It don't sit right when you hear it. Like you'll forget about it, and then you look on your phone and you'll see a picture of Kobe and his daughter. And then you just, you know what I'm saying? And you just remember, like, dude, that really happened.
Yeah, I seen a picture.
Because that's what get me every time I see it is when I see him and his daughter at the Sixers game, sitting there talking about, like, him explaining the game to her, and she just, dude,
soaking it up.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. And then they showed in the memorial earlier at the Lakers game. The two of them talking. I guess he's on the sideline, she playing, and he walk over to her, and he got this calm demeanor. He say something to her, and she just realized, okay, you right. And they do their little handshake, boom, 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 and she walk off. And bro, and then the next move was like the next scene. He was sitting in the chair, and she did some slick shit, and you could see the pride fall over his face. That shit choked me up.
But see, okay,
choking me up right now talking about this.
Okay, let me be Stezo Petty. What's the difference between Kobe doing it in the past and LeBron doing it with his son? That's because LeBron got murdered for doing it with his son. He got murdered. Like they went in on him.
Yeah, but it's the time frame for me. Like I said, me and that man is the same age. And it's like, I understand at this age where your mind be, after you done grinded and worked and like been absent and all that type of shit, I understand where your mind at. You done got yourself together now where you gonna live good, your kids can live good. And they really ain't doing what she wasn't doing what she was doing because she needed some money or, you know, a lot of motherfuckers who get out the price. It was for the love of basketball, something she learned from her father. It ain't too many black folks out here that can relate to that. Not at all.
And the wild part is, if you look at it, man, all of them involved, you know, all 9 people involved, you know what I'm saying, was going to do what they love to go do.
For their kids.
Going to play basketball.
For their kids.
Kobe died going to do what he loved the most. Be with his daughter and play basketball.
Yeah. That's true.
Can't beat that.
You know what I'm saying?
That might have been violent, but that shit was where it was supposed to be.
I just brought it up because, again, like I said, LeBron got slammed for being so involved, and now I'm looking at it like shit. Maybe LeBron learned from Kobe and other players that while I'm playing, let me try to be involved in my kid's life, so I don't have to wait. I'm not saying Kobe waited, but like you said, Kobe kind of now I got free time. Because I don't think Kobe's mentality, because all these stories you're hearing about the Mamba mentality and that killer instinct, he just stayed focused because basketball was his career and he loved it. I'm not saying that he didn't focus on his family, but he had more focus on that.
He probably took some sacrifices.
Yeah,
somebody's lost somewhere. It's too much practice and hard work that everybody got what they wanted all the time. It just don't happen.
But then he had that free time to really just put that same focus on the family. And his girl.
For me, like you just said, you know, what he's doing with his kids, what he was doing with his kids, LeBron do it, Dwayne Wade do it, everybody do it. They all doing it, and I just think, to me, I think what hit everybody hard, yes, it was Kobe, but it's the mere fact that NBA players do not die like this.
That's true.
They don't die like this.
Like name me the last young NBA star that died under the age of.
Because think about it.
I don't know none.
A football player could die at Kobe age, and it could be tragic, and we'll be like, damn, that's fucked up. But we're used to seeing football players die from the head injuries and all that shit. You know, so we'll see that, we're like, damn, you know,
he fucked up playing football.
He didn't die. CTE, he wasn't right.
But we're used to football, but not too many basketball players don't. They stars don't die like that.
No, they don't.
You know, the last one I could think that died like that, honestly, on top of my head, is Reggie Lewis. He did it on the court.
But he had a medical condition.
Right, but he was on the court. But who else? And I'm talking about a star. Died at a young age.
It's young.
Hell, Magic, he got AIDS.
Well, HIV.
Yeah. Like, we thought he was gone, and he's still here.
Strong.
And we talking about a legend. We talking about, arguably, it's circles upon circles of people who will sit up and argue if Jordan or Kobe is the greatest who ever played the game.
It was always the battle.
If you go to LA right now, or any time before this, right now it ain't no question. But before this, any day before this happened, it'd have been. It's plenty of people who will tell you Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So that's the level of person that we lost. We lost like. Okay, I don't want to say it and put like, no, I ain't trying to be dramatic with it, but it deserves that to be said. And I wasn't no Kobe fan, and then like I told you, my favorite dude was Tracy McGrady. We lost a national treasure. We'll put it like that.
Damn.
We lost somebody who meant something to everybody, no matter if you play basketball or if you just like to be motivated by somebody, or if you know what I'm saying, if you just admired his Mamba mentality and you was a writer and you needed something to get you through your writer's block. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like, I done seen a lot of stuff and people that didn't even have nothing to do with basketball. Comedians, actors, all these people, you gotta think about it, man. Just before we got done, we was watching the game and they was talking to Usher. And you had to think that him and Usher then came up in their separate careers. Doing the same thing as kids, growing up, doing that same stuff, being friends. You know what I'm saying? You got him over here who feels like that he done lost his brother. And dude, that was like I was listening to like some sports talk radio, and the guy said the whole mood changed around Sunday, and it ain't really changed back since. Like around Sunday afternoon, about 12, 1 o'clock, the mood changed in the whole entire world, dude. We ain't had sunshine in Chicago in 8 days. 8 days in a row.
Somebody else brought that up.
8-9 days in a row.
It's been 7 days.
Straight with no sun.
No sunshine.
Trust me.
That's fucking crazy. This wasn't meant to happen. This wasn't supposed to happen like this.
And I want to say this, because, you know, they say out of tragedy, you know, good things, you know, supposed to always sprout up. It was a movement on social media. They started this girl dad hashtag. You know what I'm saying? Where it's basically fathers posting photos of them with their daughters. And I was like, damn, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Because you really don't see that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I tell you, people was hating, and I didn't believe it. So I was like, nah, they can't hate on this. Why would you hate on fathers posting pictures with their daughters saying hashtag girl dad because of what happened with Kobe? And I got tagged in so many posts. People just like, oh, y'all just doing this not because Kobe dad. Oh, y'all just some followers. It was just like, honestly, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe people found a negative in that movement. And if you follow me on Facebook, you can go to my last 3 and look at it. Even in that thread, people are saying, yeah, because these fathers being fake, they being phony. I was stuck. You know, I love to go back and forth, but I was stuck. Like, I didn't know what to say.
I think that's one of those, it didn't need to be said.
What didn't need to be said?
It didn't need to be said, meaning the people who may have had a gripe about it, but I understand, because it's kind of like, look at it like this. It's kind of like, and this is off the level of death, but it's kind of like the motherfuckers who sit there and get hyped for the Super Bowl but they don't watch football. So now it's all this that, you know, you wasn't a Kobe fan. And motherfuckers saying they wasn't a Kobe fan and now they love him. Oh no, he was great, blah 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 blah. And you like, no, you wasn't a fan like that. However, I don't think you need to point that out because I understand why people are doing it. Yeah. That's why I said I don't think it need to be said.
That's
you know,
what got me
that's
stuck.
one of those keep your thoughts to yourself on that. Unless you are a mother and you know that father don't do shit for the kid and now they want to do it.
Oh yeah, I understand all that.
Then I get it.
I get that too. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I get that too. So then maybe
you like, hey, you on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
but how can you only that mother would know.
Right.
I can't decide that.
Just put like the side eye.
Right. Just put the side eye. Right. Yeah. You ain't even gotta say. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So in that joint.
But yeah, but I think that's when I finally realized like negativity.
It's gonna be everywhere.
Oh, dude.
Like look, Eddie just said, motherfuckers just sick and negative as fuck.
Oh no. I remember I heard Neil Brennan say this, and I swear it was the realest shit I ever heard.
Neil Brennan, that's the white dude guy that works with Dave Chappelle.
He said we live in a world where people see stuff and we figure what is the worst way we can interpret it, and we go with it.
That's
what is the worst? I said, dang,
that's facts.
He said we look at something, we say, what is the worst way I can interpret it? That's what I'm gonna go with. Like, damn. That's what you think that meant? Like you just nobody benefit of doubt no more.
It's funny you say that because if you look at the world, that's usually what happens. Yeah. If you meet somebody, the first thing you think, this motherfucker does not have my best intentions in mind.
Right. Like, well, damn.
I don't even know. I ain't known this nigga 10 minutes. I don't trust him. I don't like him. He trying to fuck my bitch.
It's crazy. When he said that,
that nigga want my job.
And it's crazy, not to get off of it, but I told females that, I'm like, so did you think my intention was to say that to you? Opposed to you saying, are you saying this? So you literally thought I was saying, you dumb as fuck. Opposed to you saying, wait, you not calling me? No, I was saying this. You know what I mean? It's like, so you just took.
What you mean?
Right. So that's what we do. And it's crazy, like, did you really think I meant that? I'm really horrible if you thought that.
You really think I'm a villain? I need to stay the fuck away
like,
from me.
Damn, I didn't think I was that bad. Kind of like what you were saying earlier, like, did you really think I was on that?
Like, damn. Are you living my life?
Right, like that.
I'm feeling the same way.
You saw that, you said, what was the worst possible way I can interpret
That's what you came up with.
That's what you came up with.
That's the best you got.
My ex treated me like that. My kids treat me like that. We own to something here. This might be a topic.
Shit.
Hey, before you get out of here, do anybody got something? I mean, we got time. We got a good 10 minutes, but does anybody have something? Because I don't want to be corny like the other. I'm not saying the other shows were corny. Yeah. Because they was, kid gloves. It's a touchy situation.
Yeah, we're a different breed.
But does anybody have something that they can take from what they learned about Kobe, from watching him play and finding all this stuff out about him now that you can take from Kobe? Because I'm gonna tell you, me personally, one thing I took from him because no bullshit. That Friday, Saturday night, me and Yella had just watched that podcast Up in Smoke with Matt Barnes and
if y'all ain't watched it,
we had just watched that shit, and he was so like, I was like, damn, he has really let us into his world. You know what I'm saying? But I finally understood why he did what he did and why he acted how he acted. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because
he was hating.
He was just I want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Any edge I can get to be better than you. I don't care if you're the 11th man on the team or the star. I want you to know I'm better than you.
I know y'all. I know they ain't heard the story, but my favorite story I done heard so far been Jay Williams. Now this is the Jay Williams that played for the Bulls.
Yeah, they had the accident.
They had the accident.
I heard that shit too. Yeah, go ahead, tell him.
All right, so check it out. He said this is the one season he played. He said he went to LA and played the Lakers, right? So he going into I think they was at the Staples Center or whatever at the time. He going to the gym and he see Kobe getting it in, doing his workout. So Jay will say he started his workout. He said he get his workout in for about an hour and a half, right? Say he's sweating, breathing hard. He didn't got it in. You know what I'm saying? He finna get loose. You know what I'm saying? So he go off to the sideline. He sit down. He still hit a ball bouncing. So he look over down the court. Kobe's still going as hard as he doing. Now he doing game moves. He said he been doing game moves when he walked in. He sat down. He watching nigga doing game moves now, right? So he said he went for about another 15, 20 minutes and then he stopped. Say he went out there late in the night and bust their ass. I think he said they like beat him by like 20 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of fuzzy on the end part. You know what I'm saying? But he walked up to him. He said he didn't want to be like that dude. Like, man, what's your secret and all that? But he walked up to him. He's like, man, like why did you keep going? You know what I'm saying? Why you keep going when we start working out? He was like, dude, because I wanted you to know that you not gonna outwork me.
Right, I heard that same story. I was just like, dang.
He was probably tired. He was probably dog-ass tired.
Fuck that, I'm still going.
Just think about it. He said he walked into the gym and Kobe was already working. So he no telling how long he was already working beforehand.
Right. So he in your mental already.
Right.
We ain't even took the ball off.
Because he done did an extra hour and a half. Just because he did an extra 2 hours because you wouldn't have stayed in there because you just came in.
Damn.
I'm like, yeah.
I was tired, but fuck it.
Right. Oh, you here? I need you to see me.
Yeah.
So when we play tonight, you're gonna be like, damn, this
wore itself out and still went out here and bust that ass.
Because he was ready. And I heard that story a long time ago.
I just heard when he passed.
He told that story a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So
but I've been hearing so many stories like that about Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
I can say this though. For me, the worst thing that I seen and like just that shit really hurt, and I don't know why. I guess it's because this was one of my favorite players coming up, but seeing how it affected Shaq.
Yeah, they got it.
Oh yeah.
The niggas hadn't talked.
This podcast, I broke. Yeah.
He said they haven't talked for 4 years.
He said they hadn't talked since his last game when he told him to go get 50, and he went and got 60.
60. Yeah.
On 50 shots. Kobe like I'm going out with a bang. Shit. Never shot 50 shots in his whole career.
We just surprised because he was always called a gun and a ball hog.
Never hit 50.
Never shot 50 shots.
50 attempts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
never shot 50 shots.
Yeah, which I was shocked to hear that.
I can see it, but I'm pretty sure he had a couple of 47s, 48s.
He's not gonna know.
They got a story about him playing in a game against Sacramento.
Love my boy, but he shoot at a funeral, boy. Funeral, boy. He let that bitch ride.
It's a story about him. He was, I guess it was a game against like Sacramento or something like that. He was, they was calling like a ball hog. This is around the gun Kobe time, right? So it was just like the whole second half he didn't shoot.
Phoenix,
yeah, the game against Phoenix.
Playoffs, right?
Playoffs.
Yeah.
Whole second half.
I defended him then too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something after that. Go ahead.
Whole second half he didn't shoot. Them niggas got blew out.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe was sitting there like, what you want me to do? You told me though, you said I shoot too much.
Go ahead, then.
You know who made that? That was fucking Phil Jackson and Jordan, because they knew he was gonna get 6, and they didn't want him to get it, and they beat their ass. And Phil said,
put that in his head.
they was winning. They was up 3-1.
Yep.
And he said, and Phil literally got on camera and said, they said, man, you could beat Phoenix. They was ranked number 1. He was like, man, you could beat Phoenix. And he said, yeah, we winning, but you know, I would like Kobe to get his team involved a little bit more. I'll never forget that. And I believe he said, you're getting too close to Mike. And Mike made the fucking call, because Mike made that call with the veto that trade with Chris Paul to the Lakers. I'm telling you, he was hating. Yeah, he was hating, man. He was gonna beat them.
Some conspiracy.
No, that's a real shit. That's a real shit. Hey, that was gonna happen.
That was the one meme I love. They was like Kobe in heaven right now slapping David Stern like, how you veto that fucking trade?
He was getting his 6, man. He was getting it right there and there. Well, he was gonna get his 4th and his 5th or something like that.
But he had the same type of impact that Jordan had on the league, as far as like, you know how Jordan stopped a big chunk of dudes from getting rings. Like Kobe did the same thing.
Yeah, because my boy Webber should have got a ring.
20 years of defense.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Pip should have got his 7th with Portland. You know what I'm saying?
Dude. The game that made me kind of switch, because I was like, I wanted Portland and Sacramento to win all them series that played against them. The game that made me switch over was that oop. When he broke
Shaq.
him over and he dropped that oop off the Shaq, and Shaq
Game 7, Portland,
it was over with. It was over with. I was like, they finna win it all. They finna win every time.
Love Kobe, but I was like, man, fuck that move. I could have threw that. It's all Shaq. Fuck him. I ain't like him.
I'm gonna tell you what got me. It was game 2 when they met Philly. I already knew Mutombo could not fuck with Shaq, but I just thought Iverson had enough. In that game 1, Ivo went crazy, but then game 2 in LA, Kobe said, "Alright,
I'm gonna show you something.
Yeah, I'm gonna D you up, and I'm put motherfucking buckets." I was just like, yeah, it's over. And y'all know I'm an Iverson fan.
Yeah.
But I knew. But I still had hope, but it was like 2% of hope. You know what I'm saying? It was 2% of hope.
I had a pair of Iverson before everybody else, and niggas laughed at me.
Cause they ain't know. They ain't know about the glory. They ain't know about the greatness. Alright, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to this one, man. Hey, if you got some Kobe stories or you want to tell us how you feel about Kobe or this episode, hit us up at Stezo Radio, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Yahoo, Gmail, and on that note, we out. Oh,
Mamba out.
Right. R.I.P.
Never forgot.